You think being a warrior is about how hard you swing an axe, how loud you can shout your war cry. You're wrong. A true warrior understands the world, and not just the one you can see. You have to understand all its hidden battlefields. So listen close. The lesson begins now. My tribe's shaman, she spoke those words to me when I was just a whelp, no older than you are now. It is the most important lesson I ever learned. An axe can be broken, a shield can be shattered, but a mind sharpened by knowledge, that is a weapon no enemy can ever take from you. You see some beast with claws and teeth, and you think you know it, but you don't. Its true nature, its real strength, goes deeper than its hide. To defeat a foe, you have to understand it. You have to know how it thinks, where it crawled from, and what drives it. The scribes, they've categorized our enemies into 14 types. Today, we study their work. The scribes call this the multiverse. Think of it like a warrior's map. But it's not a map of rivers and mountains. It's a map of entire realities. Every creature you fight was forged somewhere. Some are born of this world's soil and water. Others are spun from raw magic or crawl out of places made of pure evil. The place a monster calls home, that defines its very being. So, we begin here, in our own world. It's filled with life, sure, but not all of it is friendly. You must learn to distinguish a natural creature from one whose very existence is a blight upon the land. Look closely. On one hand, you have the natural world. Beasts, they fight to survive. You can understand a wolf's hunger. But on the other, you have nature that's been twisted, warped into a weapon. Monstrosities are creatures of pure rage and pain. Oozes are little more than creeping death. They don't belong here. They are mistakes. Mistakes that must be unmade with steel and fire. All right, now we look to creatures that aren't born, they're made. And to those who walk our world as if they own it, their minds are not like a simple beast's. They are forces of nature, or they are crafters of civilization. These are not beasts that hunt for food. An elemental is the storm. A construct is the will of its master given metal flesh. It feels no pain, no fear. And giants? They are the children of the mountains and the sky. To fight a giant is to fight a living piece of the world itself. And don't you ever forget the most common and often the most dangerous of foes, other humanoids. Orcs, goblins, men, elves. They have armies, leaders, ambition. They fight with cunning and desperation. To defeat them, you can't just fight their sword arm. You have to fight the mind that commands it. Okay, now we go deeper, beyond the creatures of our plane, to those who slip in from other realities. We talk now about the beings of myth and the things from the dark spaces between the stars. This is a vital question. You cannot reason with these creatures as you would a man. Their logic is woven from dream or greed or a madness your mind just can't wrap itself around. To face them, you must abandon all your assumptions about how the world is supposed to work. Understand this. The Fae are creatures of raw magic. Do not trust their gifts or their smiles. It's always a trap. Dragons are living legends, defined by their immense power and their greed. But aberrations, they are wrong. They are invaders from outside of reality itself. Their goals are unknowable, and their methods are pure madness. Finally, there are the soldiers of the great cosmic war. Celestials are beings of light, but their light can burn you just as easily as any fire. Fiends are the enemy of all life. A devil will trick you with a contract, but a demon will just try to eat your face. And the undead, they are the saddest of all, just shadows of who they once were, now driven only to consume the life they can no longer have. So, the world is filled with enemies, 14 types, each one a different puzzle to be solved with a sharp mind and sharper steel. Knowing them is the first step. Now you must learn how to turn that knowledge into victory. This is the code. It is simple, but it contains all the wisdom a warrior needs. First, know your steel. That means know yourself. Are you fast, strong? Where do you fail? Be honest. Second, know their fangs. Study your enemy. Is it a beast or a fiend? What does it want? Today, we began that lesson. And third, know the ground. Use the field to your advantage. Victory rests on these 3 pillars. Yes, there are rewards. Gold, armor, magic weapons. This stuff is useful. It buys you better steel, stronger shields, pays for your food and your bed. It is the fuel for the fire, but it is not the fire itself. The true prize is not what you take from the enemy's corpse, it's the wisdom you gain. Every fight is a lesson, every scar is a teacher. In the heat of battle, your weaknesses are burned away, and you are forged into something stronger, something sharper. That is priceless. Never forget it. Now rest. The sharpening has just begun.